Hi, this is Darksend, and welcome to the TankSpot Crusaders Coliseum Raid Guide. In this video, I will cover the strategy we use for the 25-man heroic version of the Twin Valkyrs encounter. If you'd like more information, or would like to learn more about downloading this movie, click More Info on the movie information box on YouTube to head directly to TankSpot. Also, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button to the right to be automatically notified as we release new movies. The twins gain no new abilities on heroic difficulty. Instead, you must deal with a significant increase in the number of orbs that spawn. The orbs now deal approximately 15k damage before resist if picked up by a player of the wrong attunement. In addition, the shared HP pool of the twins has increased to just over 39 million. The shield now absorbs 1.2 million damage before breaking and allowing you to interrupt the heal. The constant AoE pulse now deals 45,000 damage before resists every 2 seconds. And finally, the touch of darkness and the touch of light now deal 6k damage every 2 seconds for 20 seconds. Even though changing attunements will immediately remove this debuff, we found it better to simply heal through the damage rather than take the DPS loss of having that person click on 2 different portals halfway across the room. We found that the best way to deal with the increased HP and shield strength is to tank them on top of each other. This allows for cleave damage to constantly be hitting them. It also allows for quick swaps during shields. It is a very strict enrage timer, and if even a single heal gets off, it could mean a wipe to that enrage. The way we deal with the orbs is to attune all but 2 range to light, and assign each one of them to one of the 8 points on the floor. They are to pick up all the light orbs in that area. 2 warlocks will attune dark and use demonic portals to catch as many dark orbs as possible to protect the other 6 ranged players. As you just saw, the first special used on this attempt was Dark Vortex. This is the easiest special to deal with using this strategy. Not only does it mean that healers do not have to move, but by the time the range switch, they have already eliminated most of the white orbs, leaving only a few for melee and healers to dodge. The next special was Dark Shield. This is the hardest one for us to deal with using this strategy because of the configuration of the ranged. We have 10 DPS attuned to Dark, but only 6 attuned to Light. We save all 2 and 3 minute cooldowns such as trinkets for the first Dark Shield. Rogues continue to attack Lightbane and use Blade Flurry and do full damage to Darkbane, despite being Dark attuned. We do not have anyone switch attunements. We found the DPS loss from running to the portals and back cannot be made up for by the difference in doing half damage versus 50% more damage for such a short period of time. During Dark Shield, it is important for the tank healers to switch to the Lightbane tank, and for that tank to use cooldowns, as Lightbane will dual wield for the entire duration of the Dark Shield, and vice versa during Light Shield. Light Vortex is much more difficult than Dark Vortex. First, the healers are almost all moving at this point. Second, when learning this encounter, we originally had every single ranged as light. We would constantly have 0 light orbs up and an abundance of dark orbs around the perimeter of the room. The only time dark orbs are ever being picked up is if they happen to randomly float into melee. It was at that point that we decided to have 2 ranged constantly cleaning up dark orbs. Even though excessive dark orbs during Light Vortex still remains a problem, by having a paladin with Aura Mastery use it with Shadow Aura, and Bubble Divine sacking the raid, we were finally able to get through this phase cleanly with consistency. We always use Heroism for the second shield, even if, as in this case, it is a light shield second. At this point, we know cooldowns will be back up for a third shield. We almost never have problems anyway with light shields, even in the absence of Heroism and cooldowns. Again, however, make sure the Darkbane tank uses some kind of cooldown, and that all Lightbane tank healers switch to the Darkbane tank for the duration of the shield. Thanks for watching this movie. As always, feel free to ask questions or add suggestions either here on YouTube or in the strategy thread on TankSpot.com. Also, TankSpot donors can download all these movies in high-definition quality directly from our servers. Click the second link in the movie information box to learn more about this.